Hey everybody, welcome back to another Diecast review. This is Joey Logano's 2020 Las Vegas Race Win Elite. This is coming the week after he won at Kansas, so I will have another Elite for Joey Logano coming as long as they make it, so get your pre-orders in. Just so you know, the Diecast didn't have a lot of race damage. I looked at the rendering pictures, but the nose was all dirtied up because when Kurt Busch blew up, he kind of left oil around the track. And so everybody's nose was all kind of dirtied up, and so his was as well. But there should be some okay rubber detail. I'm not going to say it's great, but it should at least be there. But again, get your pre-orders in. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at this one. This is going to be authentic reaction. I've never gotten this out of the box. Obviously, I can see it through here. But outside of... let's do box first. Outside of that, I haven't seen it yet. So, Elite box, everything's normal. The only thing worth showing is right here. We've got one of 170 Elites, so not very many. I want to say they didn't make many of his Las Vegas win from last year either. Because he obviously did win last year as well. Alright, so, first things first. Nope, there we go. Alright, I got all the inserts out. I set the box somewhere. There we go. All right, so step one. Elite card certifies that as a Elite diecast. Doesn't even have a year anymore. Just says it encloses a 1/24 standard Elite diecast. Yay. Again, I don't really care about these, but some people do. All right, here's the other one. Joey Logano Pennzoil 400 winner. 2 hours, 58 minutes, 11 seconds. Started 5th. 267 total laps, 9 cautions for 37 laps. He led 54 laps and won under caution. I'm not sure who he beat. God, did it end under caution? I think he and Keselowski were battling coming out of 4. I thought it was this race. He and Keselowski were battling. Maybe I forgot, but I thought this was the race where he and Keselowski were side by side coming out of 4, and I don't remember the caution coming out, but maybe I'm just missing it. Here we go. Let's see here. Logano plays the right strategy in Vegas. If I haven't heard that story 1,000 times. Played a good strategy at Kansas, won the race. Good strategy at Vegas earlier this year with everyone else pitting. Another win. So, I'm telling you what, he hasn't been the fastest car. Well, he's had fast cars. No, that's not quite right, but he's they seem to get the strategy pretty well. Oh yeah, this is this year's Vegas. Derp. That's why this year's was under caution, because there was a caution on the last lap. For some reason, I was getting this race mixed up with last year's. This year was obviously him first, DiBenedetto second, the Blaney and Bowman pitting for no reason with 2 laps to go. That one, it was this race. Anyway, it was his 24th career win, and it was first with crew chief Paul Wolfe on top of the pit box. So, Paul Wolfe has always been a great strategist. He got Brad Keselowski a lot of wins early in his career just by strategy. There's our race winner sticker, the kind of silver and black Cup Series looking one. The banner looks similar to that, and I'm not going to lie, it's ugly. NASCAR Cup Series, you got to have a neon color. It's got to be bright. Got to be kind of accented. Otherwise, it's not really all that cool. The bright I thought the Monster banner was obviously perfect. The yellow banner was too much, but the Monster one with just the green tips on the edges of the banner and then the splitter and the spoiler, because the spoilers were small, I thought it was perfect. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into the car here now that we're 3 minutes in. I got to get this off the base quick, but let me tell you something. This car is... This might be one of the best race wins of 2019, or 2020. It was also one of the best of 2019 when I have that. I'm going to compare them, by the way. But anyway, this car has got some very unique pieces to it. So as soon as I get this last screw out, come on out. Don't be shy. There we go. It's out. All right. Here we go. By the way, I got DIN number 67. And, oh, wow, I got a big... Okay, we'll get into that, too. So, the first thing I noticed is it's a matte finish. It's a matte yellow with the red numbers and an all-yellow car, which is very, very bright. And then you got confetti all over this thing. I mean, everywhere. Oh, here we go. We got to move something out of the way quick. All right, so the first thing I'm going to say, go down the left side. You can see this bright matte yellow. You can see all the rubber buildup on the nose. Cup Series logo there, confetti. You can see we got kind of this diamond plate thing going on. Red number 22. The skirt down there, what does it say? Something's in the Pennzoil. You can see the ethanol ring here. That little diamond plate kind of stuff here. That just texture. Auto Trader snap-on. You see some of the fuel spillage and how it dries up and kind of dirties up that side. Joey Logano up there on the name rail with the 1 winner sticker. Number 22 covered in confetti. A couple of antenna holes up there as well. There's our roof flaps. Onto the back, you can see all the dirt and the beat up back bumper, because obviously they do bump a lot now with the 550 Aero package. 22 crew, and then the Mustang rear end. Can pop this open. Inside the back is our fuel cell. Can't hardly see it, unfortunately. As you see, we do have the clear tip spoiler as well. Jiffy Lube is on the deck lid, but it's covered in confetti. Also, the rear window is covered in confetti, so the din is underneath. Onto the right side, you can see we've got the proof is in the Pennzoil. A little rub mark there, a little bit of dirt on the wheel. The skirt is black around the exhaust pipes. You can see more dirt just on the skirt, and it's not all over. It's just kind of a light layer everywhere. The red number 22 kind of clashing on that yellow. Then we get up here to the nose. You can see the right front corner really, really dirty. The number 22 there. You can see that down by the splitter, it's also really dirty. On the very front, you got Mustang kind of rubbed out, kind of scuffed up there as well. More of the buildup on the left front as well. You do have a confetti piece down there on the splitter, another one up there on the grill, and then we got Pennzoil on the hood there with the Ford emblem, and then a bunch of confetti on the windshield. So let's go ahead and take a look under the hood quick. I will say I have one massive defect with this car, and I'm not thrilled about it, but it's not enough that I'm going to send it back, because I don't want to be that guy, because when I start dealing in diecast, I hope that doesn't happen to me too much. But inside here, you can see we have the valve covers that are nice and blue. We got a belt here, and then another little canister down there, but pretty simple and basic engine detail. There's not a crazy amount in there. There's definitely room for improvement. I just got my 04 Cane Mountain Dew Elite in today. My gosh, the engine detail on that is beautiful. But yeah, that's our under the hood there. Underneath, you can see we got DIN number 67, working rear suspension, working front suspension, and posable wheels as well. All the detail up towards the front there. The flaw I was telling you about was right there on the splitter. You can see it is chipped right here and here. Very noticeable from underneath. There you can see where the big chip is right over there. Not sure how that happens. I think it's just a flaw. Really unfortunate too, because it's right on the tip of the splitter. Luckily, it doesn't blend in, or it doesn't stick out too bad. It's just a little frustrating. You know, unfortunately, it's just kind of one of those things Lionel does. I don't know if I end up deciding to sell this one, or not sell this one, but if I decide if I want to get another one, I'll get a second one and then put this one on eBay with a slight discount, because somebody might not be bothered by that. I'm slightly bothered, but first thing, the only other part I was going to do was I was going to compare the two from last year to this year. So we end up with the same yellow basic scheme. We changed the numbers from black to yellow. Very dirty on the front end of last year's. You can kind of see. Let me take this off the tripod. There you can see the front end of last year's and the front end of this year. So a little less dirt on it, but overall still very, very similar. You can see last year's was a gloss. This is a matte finish. Confetti was still all over. A little less here. It was all piled up on one side there. It's much more all over on the 2020 than on the 2019. We obviously have the NASCAR Heat logos and Monster logos and stuff. Let's see, left rear, a little bit of stuff there, not bad. Bumper wasn't as beat up. That's kind of it. If you want to look at the right sides, this is where you can really see the paint scheme differences. So that's this year's here. Red number 22 and kind of those little designs there. And there's last year's with the black 22. So overall, they're both pretty good looking race cars. I love both of them because they got good race detail to them. That's, if you guys know my channel much, that's obviously one of my favorite things, is having a solid quality amount of raced detail to it. And unfortunately this year we're getting a lot of weak ones. There are going to be some good ones, but unfortunately we haven't gotten to most of those yet. So fingers crossed we get to those here in the near future, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. So anyway, that'll pretty much wrap up my video. I hope you guys have enjoyed. Let me know in the comments below if you've picked up this 2020 Las Vegas Elite win or the 2019 Elite win. Both are fairly low production, but they both look really good in my opinion. So but other than that, this is let's see, that should pretty much wrap it up. This has been Race Grace. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next Diecast review.